location. We control Charlie. We're taking Bravo.
Subjects out! Flash out!
Enemy securing Charlie. Bravo secure.
Throwing Semtex!
The lead is ours. Enemy securing Bravo.
Taking offensive fire!
Cold-blooded online. 2 objectives secure.
Target down! Reloading!
Securing Alpha. We're losing Charlie.
With you till the end.
Throwing flash grenade!
Enemies taking Bravo.
EKIA!
On a target.
Down and out! I'm following you! Incoming!
Switching max!
Friendly UAV online.
Oh, load fresh mag!
We're losing Bravo.
Trophy system online!
Securing objective
Throwing
Alpha.
Semtex!
Hostile UAV overhead.
Flash out!
Weak! Little time now!
Don't shoot me, you idiot!
Enemy
You're throwing
securing
flash
Bravo.
grenade!
Hostile UAV.
C'est quoi ce bordel?
Enemies taking Bravo. The enemy took Bravo. Enemies taking Charlie.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Securing
Subjects
objective
out.
Bravo.
Stun grenade! Semtex! Loading!
Secure Bravo. Enemy securing Charlie.
Enemy in the area!
Friendly UAV on station.
Ghost online.
Frag out!
Our
I'm
UAV
coming,
is
Esther, out.
orbiting the area.
They tagged me! Enemy down!
We're taking Alpha. We control 2 objectives.
Deploy! Using carbine!
Control
Visual on
all
target!
objectives. Maintain the perimeter. Mission is half complete. Secure this victory.
Planting sonar!
Enemy securing Alpha.
Over there!
Friendly UAV online.
Incoming frag!
The enemy took Alpha.
Engaging!
Trophy system online.
Securing Alpha.
Our advanced UAV is online.
We've secured 2 objectives. We're losing Bravo.
Taking back.
Friendly VTOL entering this sector.
Trophy system out.
Our UAV is orbiting the
Changing
area.
max.
We're taking Alpha.
I'm getting stitched up.
Enemies taking Bravo. Securing objective Alpha. We're losing Charlie.
Hostile UAV in this sector. Friendly UAV online.
Enemies taking Charlie. We hold all objectives. Keep them secure. The enemy took Charlie. We're losing
Flash
Bravo.
out. Semtex out.
Enemies taking Alpha. Securing objective
I'm
Charlie.
reloading. Trophy system online.
Enemy securing Bravo. All objectives secure. Expect counterattacks. We're losing Bravo. We're losing Alpha. Lost Bravo. We've lost Alpha. We're taking Alpha. We're taking Bravo.
Target down.
Changing max. I got
The
you.
enemy's captured 2 objectives. Move to secure.
Throwing flash grenade. Trophy
Securing
system
objective
out.
Bravo.
Let's go.
We control
Switching
Bravo.
max. Throwing Semtex.
Friendly mortar
Grenade!
strike on the way.
We're gaining ground. Open it up. Enemies taking Bravo. We control 2 objectives.
Tossing frag. Taking flash out. Semtex out.
Hostile UAV active.
Yo, slow gazer, I'm gonna invite you to a 1v1, better not back out, pussy.
Capture and hold the objectives to win. Secure Bravo.
Flash out! Reloading!
We control Bravo.
Sequestro them!
Securing objective Charlie. Enemy is securing Bravo.
Throwing flash grenade!
The enemy took Bravo. Securing Charlie. We are losing Alpha.
Semtex
Securing
out!
objective Charlie.
Stop!
We are taking Alpha.
Trophy system online.
Cold-blooded activated. Objective Alpha secure. We are taking Charlie. Enemy is securing Alpha.
Planting mine!
On your six!
We are taking Bravo.
Flash out!
We are losing Alpha. The enemy holds two objectives. Get securing objective Charlie. We are taking Charlie.
Changing
Enemy is
max!
taking Alpha.
I'll back you up!
Securing Charlie. Securing objective Bravo. Свинья. We have lost all objective Bravo secure. Securing objective Alpha. We are losing Bravo. Securing Alpha. UAV
I'm
overhead.
reloading!
The enemy holds all objectives. Secure those positions. Alpha secure.
Trophy system out!
We are taking Charlie. We are losing Alpha.
Got you
Throwing
covered!
flash grenade!
Enemy is taking Alpha. Hostile UAV.
Changing max!
Enemy has captured two objectives. Свинья. We have lost all objectives. It is not an option.
Contact!
Securing objective Charlie. We are taking Alpha.
Trophy system online.
We control Alpha. We are taking Bravo.
Flash out!
Activated.
Throwing Semtex!
Secure Bravo. Bravo secure.
On your text!
I'm hit!
Enemy is taking Bravo. Friendly UAV on station.
I got your back!
Enemy!
Semtex
We are
out!
losing Alpha. We have lost Alpha.
Switching max!
We are losing Bravo. Securing Alpha. Securing objective Alpha.
Enemy spotted!
Throwing Semtex! Trophy system out!
Bravo. The enemy is gaining ground. Push them back. Two objectives.
Shoot him up,
Push the
left me
objective.
up!
Dismissed! Changing back!
Securing Charlie.
I have eyes on them!
Objective
I'm with
Charlie
you.
secure.
Throwing flash grenade!
destroyed the bomb drone. Enemy is securing Bravo. Enemy is taking Charlie. Securing Alpha. We are losing Bravo.
Trapped in the area.
We control 2 objectives.
Semtex!
Enemy is taking Bravo.
I'll back you up.
Flash incoming!
We have lost Bravo. Enemy is securing Alpha.
Who wants spinal?
We are taking Bravo. Our UAV is orbiting the area. The enemy took Alpha. Securing objective Bravo.
Semstan incoming! Sequence mortel!
Secure Bravo. We are losing Charlie.
Changing mag.
Flash out!
Hostile UAV in the sector. We are taking Bravo. 2 objectives. Move to secure. Objective Bravo secure. Hostile bomb drone is active.
One down! Throwing flash grenade!
Enemy is securing Bravo. Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it back. Securing objective Bravo.
Flash out!
Secure Bravo.
Watching your 6. Left
UAV overhead. Control Bravo.
Flash out!
We are taking Alpha. Enemy is taking Bravo. Hostile UAV active. Pajnia. Hostile cluster mine. Enemy to Bravo. Objective Alpha secure. Enemy is taking Alpha. Hostile UAV overhead. Enemy is securing Alpha. We are losing Alpha. Hostile airstrike incoming.
Semtex out!
We are taking Bravo. Friendly care package in the AO. We have secured 2 objectives.
Throwing grenade! Throwing Semtex!
Hostile VTOL incoming. Enemy is taking Charlie. Friendly UAV online.
Semtex out!
Objective Alpha is compromised. Take it back. The enemy has captured all objectives. Take the UAV in this sector.
On your 6.
Trophy system online!
We are taking Charlie.
Sniper's
Securing
down!
objective Bravo.
Reloading!
Secure Bravo. Enemy is securing Charlie. We're getting hit hard. Hostile UAV overhead.
Moving.
Enemy control objective. Securing objective Alpha.
Throwing flash
Securing
grenade!
objective Charlie.
Trophy system out!
If you want to see beyond proof that he's not washed up but instead well-aged, or the Italian stallion continue to push the limits of what's possible in StarCraft 2. Either way, like, subscribe. You haven't made it there yet. Jimmy, 1,060? You get 100. 1,060 likes. I'll cast another series, if I'm capable of it, after these 2 clash. Which is, not a guarantee, but I'll probably do it anyway. But we're already starting out. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I made your day a little bit better. I have my suspicions this is not going to be a short series, but it's not going to be a slow one either, as Beyond is still continuing his incredibly heavy micro style. He comes in, bounces the queens away, snipes the creep tumor, and gets out. Already kicking things off, making it difficult for Rainer to even move out of his first 2 bases, which is annoying. Doesn't even. Oh my god, dodges past the legs. Rainer looking for the surround, jukes back, another beautiful grenade. Even the drone getting out of the action, and Beyond comes out of it completely unscathed. Oh. Well, if you had any suspicions, I know Beyond had some wrist issues during the tournament, but, well, I wonder why. As, finally, another round of Zerglings comes out. Beyond is not making it easy for him, even targets down the badly bruised Zergling. And finally, the Reapers will be dealt with. But at what cost? As Rainer is limited to 2 bases to kick things off, which is incredibly annoying for Zerg players to deal with. As you just don't have the larva. That's the real issue. The larva, especially when you go for this many Zerglings.
Domination. Capture and secure the objectives.
Watching your six!
We control Charlie. Securing objective Bravo.
Flash out! Subtext out!
Objective Bravo secure. Enemy
Taking
securing Bravo.
effective fire!
We'll secure the lead.
Into us. Changing back.
Changing mags! I am wounded!
We are losing Bravo.
Stun grenade! Throwing Semtex!
We have lost Bravo. We are taking Bravo.
I got
Securing Alpha.
you! C'est le feu! Amateur!
Cold-blooded. We control
Contact.
Bravo. We have the lead. Enemy is securing Bravo.
Loading! Throwing a stun grenade!
Enemy is taking Bravo.
Dropped one! Semtex out!
2 objectives secure. We are losing Bravo.
Throwing Semtex! Throwing gas grenade! Espèce de crétin! C'est changing that! Drone
We are
system
taking
online!
Alpha. Enemy is taking Bravo. Securing objective Alpha. We are losing Bravo. We are losing Charlie. Enemy is securing Bravo. All objectives secure.
I'll cover you!
Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it back. Hostile UAV in the
Flash
center.
out!
We have lost Charlie.
Semtex out! Changing mags!
Destroyed.
Hostile UAV active.
Thermite incoming! Frag!
Strike. Enemy controls 2 objectives. Push the offensive.
Watching from behind!
Hostile UAV in the sector.
Throwing flash grenade! Throwing Semtex! I'm with you!
Go.
Flash
Contact!
out! Semtex out!
Hostile Hostile UAV active. Securing objective Bravo.
Reloading.
Trophy system out!
Charlie.
Requesting recon flyover.
Throwing flash grenade!
Enemy close.
We are taking Bravo. We are taking Charlie. Objective Charlie secure. Enemy is taking Alpha. Friendly
Throwing
UAV online.
Semtex!
The enemy took Alpha.
Enemy trophies
Secure
destroyed!
Bravo.
Coming!
Bravo secure. Hostile
Trophy
UAV
system
overhead.
online!
Friendly UAV on
Recon
station.
flyover.
We are losing Bravo.
Changing back.
I'm reloading!
Reloading.
We control two
They
objectives.
tagged me!
Enemy is securing Bravo.
Flash out! Changing mags!
Hostile UAV in this
Don't
sector.
shoot me,
Friendly
you
VTOL
idiot!
inbound.
You
The
cool
mission is
changing
half
mags!
complete. Finish it. Enemy is taking Bravo. Enemy is securing Bravo.
Semtex out! System firm! I'm
Enemy
hit!
is taking Bravo. Our UAV is orbiting the area. Securing Alpha. Hostile cruise missile incoming.
Throwing grenade!
Hostile mortar strike incoming. We are losing Bravo. The enemy is Bravo.
Semtex out! Got the sniper! Enemy trophies online! I am...
Hostile UAV active. Secure Bravo. Getting objective up. Hostile UAV overhead. The enemy holds two objectives. Get them objective Bravo secure.
I'm with you.
We hold all objectives. Keep them secure. Enemy is taking Charlie. Objective Charlie is coming. Take it back.
Throw down engine!
Friendly
Requesting
UAV on
recon
station.
flyover.
Securing Charlie. Friendly cruise missile deployed.
Trophy
We have
system
secured
out!
two objectives. Friendly care package on the way. Friendly UAV online. Enemy is taking
What's your
Bravo.
back? Enemy in the area. Go.
Hostile UAV active.
Loading.
We are losing Bravo.
Semtex out! Switching mags!
Enemy is securing Bravo. Enemy is taking Bravo. Objective
Throwing
Bravo is
flash grenade!
compromised. Take cover. Hostile UAV in this sector. Securing objective Charlie. Our counter UAV is active.
I'm with you.
Charlie secure.
I'm reloading!
Enemy
Trophy
securing
system
Charlie.
online!
We are taking Bravo.
Damn it!
Losing Charlie. UAV ready to deploy.
Requesting recon flyover!
Copy that. UAV is on.
I'm getting stitched up! Flash out!
Secure Bravo.
Reloading!
Enemy is securing Bravo. We are taking Charlie.
Throwing something!
UAV overhead. We are losing Bravo. We control all objectives. Maintain. We are losing Alpha.
Reloading.
Samdex out!
We have lost Alpha.
On your six!
Enemy is securing Bravo. Victory secure. Good fighting.
Just to deal with the Reapers. Not getting that third hatchery. He's getting a baneling nest now, as Beyond is following it up in classic Beyond fashion. It's not going to be Reapers, it's going to be Marines. And then maybe if he's feeling particularly ambitious, it's going to be medevacs. But the most micro-intensive Terran units, he already has 21 Marines on the way across. I'm reasonably sure Raynor suspected this would be the follow-up. He's already got the baneling nest on the way. Will it be done in time to deal with any of this? Raynor snuck up to 48 drones, but baneling speed is but a dream right now, as the lair has only just begun. Plus one carapace, only halfway there, but these Marines have stim, combat shield, and Beyond at the controls. So right now, the Queens, not too many transfuses between them either. Well, they'll stim in. The banelings will arrive. It's time. Will Beyond have the aimbot turned on? Here come the Banes. Lings really just can't even close the distance. 1, 2, 3 Queens targeted down. The drones are next on the agenda. Down go 8. Try to target. Banelings will find the connection. But 8 drones and 4 Queens are taken out. For 24 Marines. Overall, well, that's a pretty heavy loss of Marines. I think Beyond still gets as much as he needed. Honestly, the Banelings connecting Banelings connecting in such a direct fashion without being targeted down means the attack kind of just ends abruptly. But killing the Queens off is the same thing as before. It's the larva. It's the difficulty of getting drones and Zerglings, as each of those larvae has to make a decision between the two. And that means Raynor's economy is going to be limited. Beyond does have a third command center, a third orbital command. He's got 1-1 on the way. A Baneling drop from Raynor, not willing to give up all the potential aggression to his Korean counterpart. Bane drops, something I have not seen this entire tournament. Possibly this entire, maybe this entire year. At one point, even especially against Protoss, they were quite a mainstay, but the cost and benefit is usually not quite there. But here comes Raynor coming in towards the main. We're going to go to the Beyond action camp. All right, he spots it. He knows what's in there, already pre-pulled. He is going to counter by trying to drop him. Nope, he picks up. Now he knows the map is dark and full of overlords. Ling's trying to counter. Well, in towards the third. Right now, Beyond has most of his units on the way across the map. But the Zerglings get into the natural. A bit of a disaster for Beyond. Or is it? Where is the Bane drop? Headed towards the third. Beyond pulls back. Double drop. Lings and Banes. You paid attention. He does pick up most of the Marines. Handful of Zerglings into the main. Beyond's still at 60 SCVs. He's gonna drop a few here, it looks like. But the drop goes into the main, as he's not willing to give up the initiative to the Italian Stallion quite yet. +1 infantry weapons and armor are complete. +2 weapons starts immediately. No hesitation. He knows what his priorities are. He gets the spore. He picks up, and he gets out. Beyond not giving up the momentum at all. You see how clearly he is intent on maintaining the initiative. Raynor trying to take it back. But Beyond is someone who... both these players play an incredibly momentum-based. Like getting up in your grill and keeping you so busy, you never get a chance to strike back. Instead of an unstoppable force versus an immovable object, it's just two forces clashing constantly. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see a base trade in every game, to some extent, when it just gets too out of hand and neither player is able to keep enough on each side of the map. The splits on the Marines are kind of mediocre. Widowmine doesn't find the connection. Drops are still intact. The medevacs keep going back and forth. +2/+2 scan, sees the base on the right side. Not a huge concern yet. Beyond its 60 SCVs, 73 drones for Raynor. 2-2 has begun for Beyond. +1 ranged attack, and +2 Carif is in production for Raynor, which indicates he wants to go towards the Hydralisk. Does he have an infestation pit? No. Muscular augment's on the way. Beyond keeping some control of the creep here. Raynor's done what he could after losing that many queens earlier. Double drop in the back, though. No anti-air. Gonna force the response from the Zerglings. Where are the Banelings? Oh, not quite enough Marines in order to hold their ground. Will be forced to pick up yet again. It's just Marines here. Not even... He doesn't have a Marauder on the map. Just Marines, medevacs, mines, and that's it. That's the end of list. Beyond knows what he wants. Widowmine's the only admission that Mass Marine might not be perfect against units who are ostensibly supposed to counter it in the Banelings. We got 3 more racks on the way, going up to the Octo racks, and the 4 command centers as well. Another attack in. Marines stutter stepping. Widowmine's trying to drag into the Marines. Big hits on the... It's the Banes to the north. Infantry weapons level 2 is complete. Armor right alongside. Raynor's +2 Carapace about to complete as well. Double drop towards the right side. Hydra's trickling in. Gun down immediately. Widowmine will burrow. Kind of wasted on... Wait, will it fire on the eggs? I don't believe it automatically fires anymore. A bit of a quality of life buff in the beginning of the year patch. Reserve Cabal very thoughtful with that one. Double drop finally dealt with. Banelings as well. Widowmine diffused. But oh, he missed one. Widowmine connects, and the hatchery itself is under fire. Over to the... Oh, almost gets it, but not quite. I don't know how much HP. 100 HP, so a handful more Marine shots thrown towards it, and it will be going down, but not quite yet. Beyond, keeping the pressure on. 92 to 74 in army supply. Raynor still not... He doesn't have a hive on the way. He's got Hydras, Lings, and Banes. He's got 86 drones. He has the economy now to potentially collapse on Beyond's army. But he does have to catch it first. That's the hard part. But the Widowmines actually do just as much damage to Beyond. Beyond kills 15 Marines in a medevac, but he still has almost that number over to the top. And he very likely will be taking out the hatchery here. Stutter steps, picks up, gets out, hatchery down, creep still under control, concussive shells on the way right now. Beyond 430 against Raynor's 500-something APM. And that number's only going to rise at this stage as Raynor is approaching 4 digits. A lot of the medevacs badly bruised, especially from these Widowmines that keep splashing over them. Beyond has now killed 2 medevacs throughout this. Beyond doing terrible, terrible damage to both sides. Marauders being added in as an admission that the sheer amount of Banelings needs to be mitigated somehow. Hydralisk count starting to grow. Very good against those Marauders. And by starting to grow, I mean he has 28 Hydras. That is a huge amount of Hydras. Rarely do we see such a strong note. Rarely do we see more than low double digits with these armies. And Raynor isn't even close to max. The thing is, the Hydras cost a lot of gas. If you're able to keep them alive, that's an investment that's paying off. You can just fill in Zerglings and Banelings in the front, assuming the Hydras don't block those same units. Widowmines looking for the connection, find a Hydra, still targeting down the vein. Medevac's out of energy, though, which means the Marines and Marauders don't have the DPS to press through. The Hydras, the sheer amount of them. 30, going on 40 Hydralisks. That is... This is Brood War numbers. Beyond does have 3-3 on the way. He's got a Ghost Academy coming up. At this point, Siege Tanks or Ghosts are maybe going to be the late game option just for auto attack against the Hydras. Widowmine's not finding the connections. Beyond still seesawing back and forth. He's got armies on both sides, as does Raynor, of course, as he's pressing in. But 3-3 is now complete. Beyond has hit his final power spike here. His army is not going to get any stronger without adding units into the composition. He now has 3-3 against +1 melee, +1 range, and +2 Carapace. Marines and Marauders, well known for firing quickly. Somehow the drugs help them with that. So, this means Beyond has reached peak strength of the Bioarmor. And Raynor can only start to close the gap. The Marauder count starting to get damn high. 21 Marauders, 23 Marines, 40 Hydras on the field. I don't think I've ever seen this many Hydras as part of a core army composition. That's 80 supply of Hydras. Now, Hydras overall need the concave. It's everything. You really need that position. Beyond, not allowing Raynor to have it. Ooh, Banelings can act, and that might be enough to blunt the force of the attack and allow the concave of the Hydralisk to punch through. Widowmines still doing more and more damage to the Terran army than they are to the Zerg. The Hydra's powering through. He lost a lot of them, though not enough. The Marauders are just not particularly great against them. They don't have the DPS to compete. The Marines are much better, but the Banelings, of course, render them obsolete. Widowmines on the high ground. Beyond stimming and stimming and stimming, and the medevacs are exhausted right now. They're almost entirely out of energy, but they're holding on. 5 lurkers on the way, as Raynor has bent on multiple fronts, but he did not break, and now he's bouncing back. Oh, game 1. 540 versus 460. We have now passed 1,000 average APM in this match, and still rising. The lurkers are revealed. We should see ghosts in production immediately, as soon as Beyond has some free supply. The Hydra count. They have +2 range now. Beyond doesn't really have much time to get the Ghost going before some of the lurkers are going to close into the south. I remind you at this point, it is a single player playing on both sides. The army's clashing on both fronts. The lurkers, he's going to surround, he's going to scan, he's stimming, but is he winning? He gets every single lurker. Beyond does not cower in the face of the lurkers, but instead rips their faces off with the stimmed biome, without the Hydra, without the Lings, without the Banes. The lurkers on their own are not enough, and Raynor has lost the hatchery. He's lost a bunch of his most valuable units. Beyond picks up. He even manages to evacuate some of his units. He completely takes the pressure off and does terrible, terrible damage. On the other side, he gets another hatch. And the Widow Mines are recharging. Raynor has lost momentum. And with it, the Widow Mines continue to chip away at what Raynor has left. Beyond knew he had a very limited window before the lurkers were bearing down on his base. But he slipped through and turned it all around. And now Beyond, it's his game to lose. As he has the supply advantage, he's got ghosts in production, he's got 5 bases comfortably mining with a lurker lead. Adaptive talents might be complete, but it possibly is too little and too late. The Hydra count is down to 15, some of them went in the lurkers. Oh no, the Widow Mines. It's easy enough to deal with Widow Mines when you're able to focus, but when you're half a step behind, that half a step is what kills you. Planetary Fortress at the 9 o'clock. Beyond is well secured. His ghost count is growing beyond 0, which is what he needed to deal with the lurkers. Raynor has no more mistakes left to make. The ghosts are the most difficult part of the composition. The bio army is outflanking the lurkers. Beyond coming in from the north. Lurkers will burrow. The stim, the scan. He targets them down. Widowmine still taking chunks of their Zerg away throughout the map. Overseers, Raynor down to 133 supply. But Beyond, he seized the moment. He found the opportunity. As they rotated around, Raynor tried to swing in with the lurkers towards the third, but Beyond cut through the lurkers back at home. And now he's maxed out. The snipes. That may very well be it. G, Beyond, with an absolute masterclass in momentum in game 1. It doesn't get much better than that. Some of the most high-speed, high-pressure. Beyond maybe could have microed marginally better in a couple different scenarios, but as Terran versus Zerg goes, I'm not entirely sure if it gets any better. Oh my. The greatest enemy of Beyond, historically, has been himself. So we'll see by the end of this, but even Raynor unable to keep up. He slipped. He slipped. He didn't, it wasn't like he tumbled down the stairs. He just hesitated. He hesitated on the attack slightly to the south, and the lurkers got run down. And you could kind of tell, like, Raynor was debating lurkers at all. Because lurkers can be great against bio, but they're expensive, they're not particularly maneuverable. The critical mass of Hydras was doing surprisingly well. And if you're out of position, you've lost a huge chunk of your investment very quickly to units that are easily replaced. Wasn't even Ghost there. How many players will look at like 8 lurkers and say, you know what? Yeah, I can take that. All right, let's narrow down the list significantly. How many of those players aren't named Beyond? Nope. Sit down, Cure. But I beat Beyond in TVT. Yeah, fair.